Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Ashoo here, and today's video is going to be about 3 stages of Kundalini. Before I start talking about that, I would like to send my gratitude to all of you who have subscribed to my channel and are supporting me. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm sending all my love to all of you, my current subscribers, and even if you're not a subscriber and listening to my channel, I welcome you here. And today we are going to talk about 3 stages of Kundalini Awakening. So the first stage of Kundalini Awakening is Commencement Process. That is the beginning, initiation into this energy. So what happens during the initiation process is that since it's a biological activity, completely energetic shift is happening in your body. The energy that was lying latent at the base of your spine, it begins to stir and wake up and rise through your channels, the subtle energy channels. So when that happens, you will experience a lot of initial disturbance in your current energetic system because your body has not been used to experiencing energy in that manner. So if you are not prepared, your body and mind is not prepared for this experience, definitely it is going to sound very bizarre, very weird, very scary experience for you. As I offer consultation to the people who are undergoing Kundalini symptoms and they feel ungrounded and they are not able to integrate them very well in the initial stages, you can reach out to me for some support. And if you would like to chat with me and try to understand how to navigate through this process, I will provide the link in the description box below. So in the initial stage, there will be a lot of disturbance physically as well, because your body is not used to the intensity of that energy. Though we all have Kundalini energy, and that is the basis of life that is making us do everything in our life, from breathing to the working of our internal organs, which are automatically working through us, as well as anything you do, you're using this Kundalini energy. But when the Kundalini is awakened, it is totally a different process because it rises with complete intensity at this stage. So when we say Kundalini awakening, we're talking about the stage of spiritual awakening. And the energy wants to awaken you to your own core self, to your own essence, your connection of oneness with the universe. And this is a big deal, rising through the layers of your ego and connecting with the principles of the universe and understanding what to be a part of that universe. So initial stage is really a very panicky stage. It is a scary stage. If you do not have someone who has gone through this process and is there to hold you and to support you, then your consciousness is going to experience physical difficulties and discomforts as it rises through your different chakras and energy centers. You will experience a lot of different physical sensations, symptoms, vibrations, heatiness, rashes, reddening of the skin. And if it is a very, very intense experience, because it will vary in its intensity from one individual to another individual. But if it is very intense, like in my case, it was very intense. So from the very beginning stages, if it shoots up to your third eye chakra spontaneously, you will have more difficulties because you are not ready to meet those dimensions which you begin to see. So if it shoots directly into your third eye, some of it, then you will have difficulties in dealing with the extra dimension symptoms, you will begin to see the lights and other dimensions, out of body experiencing, and all that could really unground you. So the best thing is, if you are meditating, stop meditating. If you are experiencing those symptoms where you are seeing lights or other objects or other energy fields are being experienced by you. So in the first stage, usually you will experience the physical discomfort, and it will completely shut out your pattern of daily living. It will begin to shut down the way you were operating earlier on. You will begin to feel a sense of helplessness in this stage, chaos in this stage, panic in this stage, helplessness in this stage. And no matter how much you would try to gather up your willpower to try to override these symptoms or their intensity, it won't serve you well, because this is something beyond your control now. This energy, once it has set itself into motion, it is going to complete its cycle. There is no way we are going to revert it back. So it will take you some time to come to terms with it, to surrender to it, to start integrating those physical sensations, those physical experiences you are undergoing. This is what you would be experiencing in the first stage of Kundalini awakening. A lot of bodily discomfort, energetic shifts, breakdown of your daily life conditions or lifestyle, inability to focus on the things you were focusing on. So it's like near death-like experiences will begin to start happening, where your daily life will get disturbed, your routines will get disturbed, the chaos will begin to set in. You will begin to question your own self, because your whole system is it's breaking down from the normal. It's breaking down from the normal. And at this point, I would like to point out that why transformation is so difficult. Why, when we are operating from, when our Kundalini is not awakened, but we're living our regular lives, why it is so difficult for us to change our habits? Because that is how our default brain likes to work. It doesn't want to change. It doesn't want to put itself in the discomfort. So when this energy is rising, it is an energy of complete shift, complete transformation. And this is happening beyond your control. So you have no option, but you have to endure this discomfort, and you have to surrender to it to overcome any obstacle, so that you can transmute through this process. You can transform through this process. And believe me, this transformation is a blessing in disguise, because any kind of discomfort that is happening, it is working at the level of your brain and consciousness. It is transforming, it is changing the neural networks. It is eliminating all that is not needed, that is not good for your evolutionary process, that is not good for your experiencing life on this planet in the way which will serve you to your best potential. So in the first stage, be ready to sail through these discomforts. If you are having this process right now in any part of the world, this energy is not harmful. So let go of the fears, because fear is very intense in the first stage. When you are checking with your body, with the doctors, and nothing is wrong with you, all your medical tests are okay, but you're wondering, what is this? And A great deal of hopelessness may come during this stage if it prolongs over the years and months, because you feel that it's never going to end. But it is going to end. Life keeps moving forward, and there is a sequence to this process. So now with that, we come to the second stage. In the second stage is a stage of cleansing. So now this energy is rising through your chakras, your energy centers, through your nadis, through your channels, and it is finding blockages on the way. These blockages could be the mental blockages, the blockages in your thought processes, the blockages in your emotional processes. So its purpose in the second stage is to bring all the data from your unconscious or subconscious or even your generational traumas or unhealed aspects of your ancestors, anything that needs to be healed. It will begin to surface in this stage of cleansing. So be prepared for all the tiredness and fatigue you will be experiencing in this healing process, because it's a big change and it's a big data that you will be bombarded with one after the another through various cycles of this stage. So you will be called to cleanse all the debris, all the clutter, all the baggage that you have carried in the layers of your energetic system, and that is not good for your evolution when it comes to your core belief patterns, your thought processes, how you connect with the external world through those thought processes. Because remember, the purpose of this process is to bring you into your unified whole, to bring you into your connection with the unity consciousness, which is your third stage. That is the stage of awakening. But how can we reach there if there are some obstacles underneath there? So in order to reach up, we really need to cut through the grass that is obstructing us from looking up in the sky. So it is like cleansing the process. It may prolong from one individual to another. It will vary depending upon what baggages are you carrying from your past and what needs to be clarified and cleansed in the process. So at this stage, you will begin to question yourself about your truth, about your life purpose, about your identity, about anything that is related to your ego and power will be crumbling down at this stage. Everything will be shattering down. So you're most likely to experience the dark night of the soul, and maybe not even the one dark night of the soul. You may experience multiple dark nights of the soul in this process. Now, what is the dark night of the soul? Dark night of the soul will be happening as there will be a change happening in your brain, in the data that you were using to hold on to through your ego, and look through the filters of that data and ego to make meaning of your life with the external world and internalizing that experience in your consciousness. So everything, when it is falling apart now, all that was helping your ego to bind together your sense of self in this world, it is ungluing itself now. Like it's ungluing, it's falling apart. And with that, your identity is falling apart as well. So when that is happening, you feel that you're falling down from a tower. It's like a tower moment, and you really have no sense of where are you going to fall. You're like hanging in the air and falling down. It's that scary stage of experiencing as if you're going to die. but you really don't know where are you going to fall down, and is there something to support you? You have no support systems at this stage. So it's like a near-death experience. You are in your body, but your consciousness is experiencing a near-death experience. Oh my God. Without dying, you're experiencing a near-death experience, and that is where your awakening will begin to happen as you go through these stages of near-death experiences, because it is where you will be learning to let go of your ego and surrender to the process. Because without surrender, you are not going to awaken. You will be caught up in the web of fear, panic, and will not move forward. So if you really want to move forward in your process, you have to learn the art of surrendering when sailing through Kundalini. I will create more videos in which I will talk about the art of surrendering, because believe me, I think that is an art. Surrender doesn't come easily, and our ego, it's very difficult for the ego to let you go into that surrender. And it is only when you are able to go into that surrender that you will be able to understand what grace is, what trust is, what faith is. So this is the second stage. So if you're going through the second stage, just trust the process, connect with the process, introspect with faith in the process, and you're fine, believe me. It is only that our ego is creating that fear. Because when you integrate that energy, which is beyond your ego, you are integrating yourself into a different dimension. And that fear will automatically disappear. The fear is great. It's like a near-death-like fear, because your whole identity is crumbling at this stage. When I'm saying these words, people who are not undergoing this process may not be able to feel that fear because they're not there yet. So a person who has gone through that experience will be able to empathize with your field of consciousness, what it is experiencing. It's important to seek some support if you are in the panic mode, to talk to people who have gone through these stages to validate that there's nothing wrong with you. It's a part of the natural sequence of this process of Kundalini awakening. And now we move on to the third stage, that is the awakening stage, when the energy is going to go through all the cleansing process and it's going to break through the channels. It's going to cleanse your chakra system. You will begin to work with the laws of the universe. You will begin to tap into the energy of the universe as the energy shifts to your third eye chakra, with more cleansing and more clarity. With every cycle of cleansing and every cycle of clarity, your ability to perceive and look through the filters is going to be clarified as well. It is going to evolve as well. It is going to improve as well. Your fears are going to fall down as well. And your faith is going to strengthen as well. Your strength to surrender is going to be resilient as well. So you're really going to survive through this journey and shine through this journey after having undergone all the turmoil, all the work you have been doing, the spiritual work you have been doing on yourself. You will be rewarded now. You will be rewarded into feeling wholesome in your own skin, feeling wholesome in your own heart. I believe that the most difficult opening to happen is your heart chakra. That is your central energy channel, because it is from your heart center you're connected up and down. It is sending energy up and down. And when a lot of cleansing work happens through your heart chakra, you will begin to feel that yourself. You will begin to feel a sense of self-compassion, other compassion. Judgments will begin to evaporate. Even the people who you can sense are judging you, even though you want to, you won't be able to judge them, because that is not your nature now. You have realized that our essence is beyond that judgment. Our essence is beyond, it's love, it's light. It's love and light. So it's like when we begin to connect more with that love and light within our core essence, we begin to let go of all the fears that come through our ego filters, and we're able to see the truth of who we are and what is our life purpose. So awakening also happens in multiple stages. It keeps on happening throughout your lifetime as well. It's more like your brain will shift fully and you will be connecting with a different frequencies now, and you will be able to focus on different things now than you were focusing earlier on before your awakening. Your life purpose is going to shift. Sometimes your relationships may also shift. You're not operating on the same frequencies as you were earlier on. So it's natural for you to have those shifts and witness those shifts into your life. So awakening stage will be an integration stage, a very good integration stage, where you will begin to feel more health. Your health issues are going to be resolved because of all the cleansing work that you have done on yourself. There will be changes in your lifestyle, in your sleep pattern, in your dietary habits, and in your hobbies, in your socializing. The things you do now will be totally different. You will be much more at peace, much more comfortable within your own sense of self, more concentrated in the present moment, mindfulness. It will happen so automatically as the energy shifts will happen in your consciousness field. So I think I've talked a lot in this video. I'll keep some for the next video. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like more content on self-help, motivation, inspiration, and holistic lifestyle. I'll see you soon. Till then, you stay blessed. Bye.